They'll be calling you a radical, got me superstitious, writings on the wall. So we're going to talk about the Alaska fishing game. Has come out on NPR again this morning. Now, as my uncle did that interview, told you, it's not just the Kings, now the Pinks and the Reds and the Sockeye are starting to collapse. So NPR does a big piece in Alaska talking about, and they interview the head lead scientist in Alaska, the fake piece of shit. You know his response? Mister. Still 7 years. Record returns in 2015. Kings go to sea for 5 years. They collapse in 2016. You're still, scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're fucking stumped. Got me superstitious, writings on the wall. So as you know, the great, iconic, giant, booming, fantastic artist died, pancreatic cancer. And all you guys that says, oh, she was just old lady. No, she wasn't old. What, you think that's 76? That's it, huh? You think that's the freaking zenith, huh? It's over. It's just 2 months ago. 2 months ago, Stevie Wonder did an interview this morning and said they were working together 2 months ago on a song, the piece they were getting ready to put out. Got me superstitious, writings on the wall. Scientists are mystified, they're puzzled, they're baffled, they're fucking perplexed. I'll say to every one of you scientists, I got fucking zero, way less than zero. R.E.S.P.E.C.T, R.E.S.P.E.C.T. Think just a little, think just a little, think just a little. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. I got none for you, fuckhead. To her family, grieving family, I was just walking over to the support group. I'm involved in all the support groups around. I participate as much as I possibly can. I was head of an LDS when I was in. The vast majority that are in cancer support groups, the tremendous vast majority of them, are not people fighting cancer. They're loved ones of people who died of cancer. Their families. Cancer rips holes in me. Oh, I know, I've been an AML leukemia fighting inside there, fighting for my life for so long, 7 years. But remember, my father died of this. I watched him die in the prime of his life. I know what it does to people. You know, I talk to people a lot. I do a lot of work with people that survive. A lot of people that have family members that have died watch these videos. A lot of people fighting for their lives watch these videos. I get emails constantly. That's the one piece I think people don't know. How many people are in the fight of their fucking lives with cancer, AML, leukemia, watch my videos? I mean, religiously. Yet, these scientists are R.E.S.P.E.C.T. I got none for you, motherfuckers. Fuck you. Think just a little bit. Think just a little bit. Think just a little bit. Chain, chain, chain. You're a bunch of chain of fucking fools. And anybody doesn't think she was one of the greatest fucking artists who ever lived. The only taste they got's in their mouth and their palate's been poisoned by Roundup, fucking Monsanto, fucking GMO, fucking Bud Light. That's who you are. Fuck you. Her version of the Star Spangled Banner was on Thanksgiving Day. That's when it was. In Detroit. Just a couple years ago. That's the greatest rendition, and I love the Star Spangled Banner. And I'm not a flag waver. I'm not America fucking Vespucci. You need to learn to speak. I can't stand the flag waving shit. Her version of that song, and there's been some fantastic, Hendrix's version. I mean, some artists have done some incredible versions of that fucking song. Her fucking version of that song, how far can we go? Come on, Jeff, let's see. That version, as the rockets fucking red glare in Afghanistan, went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong, went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban, went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong, went off to Iraq to get a big old fucking sack for Cheney and friends as the rockets red glare. They're depleted uranium, fucking they spill, fucking red fucking cancer fucking dust glare. Gave proof the military industrialized fucking complex, mass murdering fucking clever fucking weasels, oh, they're still there. Gave proof through the fucking darkest of fucking nights in the bone marrow transplant center, going in and out of a fucking chemo, clinging on to fucking life. Gave proof that the American consume, obey, consumption fucking flag, oh, it's still there. Her piece she did with Belushi in the Blues Brothers in 1980, the capitulation to call of culture, Fucking JFK blown away. What else I say? No, 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 no. John Lennon blown a fucking way. What else I'd say? Fucking nude descending down staircase. Dead purple nude found in fucking elevator. If she wore fucking any, if it was hot, that's all she wore. She wouldn't wear much more. Dead, brilliant artist on bench in front of Warhol's fucking seat count. Death of a great, incredible, the last great soul singer. Fucking Leadbelly's guitar gently fucking weeps. Cobain's guitar gently fucking weeps. So we made it a while. Patrick McCormick's guitar fucking is Rome fucking burned from 1980 till present. Fukushima. Scientists were mystified, baffled, puzzled, and fucking stunned. I got none. I got zero. Because they can't think. They can't think. Just even a little bit. They can't think. They're golden fucking handcuffs. Fucking scientists are mystified. They're puzzled. They're perplexed. They're fucking baffled. They're bewildered still. I got zero. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. Chain, chain, chain. You're a chain of fucking fools. She was too young to die. She was perfectly healthy 2 months ago. Got me superstitious. Writings on the wall. Let's go fishing here. I brought that line. You got that pole. Let's head on down to the fucking fishing hole. Them fucking Consumo Bay fucking cancer fucking fools are biting good tonight. With their golden handcuffs. The nuclear thing, might as well. You're fishing in Oregon, 3,000 fucking boats, spending $1 million per salmon caught, salmon collapse, Pacific Ocean, tide pool's fucking dead. Now we got San Diego reporting 82-degree fucking weather. All time, they started recording that in white boy history, 1916, same old fucking thing with their tanks and their guns and their bombs and their nuclear reactors and their fucking YouTube and their fucking Facebook fucking Mark Sugar Zucker Mountain fucking, they control, and if you don't think they control all my view counts, look at the fucking, I mean, I got hundreds of typo videos that are better than that one. The one me and Patrick got, it's got over 100,000 views. Yet some of the best ones I have got 600. If YouTube wants you to have 1 million views, you'll have 1 million views. If YouTube wants you to have 346 fucking views, 311 views, you'll have 311 views. Chain, 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 chain of fools. You're all a bunch of fucking chain of fools. Obey, consume. We break the consumption record for the 38th fucking straight year. When did it capitulate? 1980. Culture capitulated. Imagine that. No hell below us. Above us only chemtrail fucking skies. Prince fucking, where's his songs about chemtrails? Prince wrote songs about Fukushima. Where the fuck they at? Chain chain, you been hit by, you been smacked by. 1980, the capitulation. The Blues Brothers. He's up on the fucking counter with that fucking sax. She's like, think, think, think. What you do to me. What you're doing to me. Think about your consequences. Think about the consequences. You nuclear fucking scientists in Alaska, you're mystified, you're baffled, you're fucking puzzled, you're fucking stumped. Got me superstitious. Writings on the wall. I got no. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. R.E.S.P. to Aretha Franklin and her family, and just I left the support group and we talked about this just now. Everybody in there, oh, they get it. We got nothing but R.E.S.P.E.C.T. for you, for her. You know, I know what, I don't care if you're fucking 100 or fucking you're 8. Death of your fucking, these passionate, intense loves, whether they be your mother, brother, sister, cousin, fucking uncle. It rips a fucking hole in you. I know, I've been there. You know, I was spared my fucking life, so I spend my fucking life. I made deals with myself in that bone marrow transplant when I was going in and out of a coma. Think the fucking consequences. You supporting this nuclear fucking waste. Man-made fucking cancer. She was not old. She was not old. Stevie Wonder said this morning. We're working on her version. That fucking is one incredible masterpiece. Fucking, it's the rockets, fucking red glare with depleted uranium in Fallujah in Afghanistan. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Bruce fucking born in the fucking nuclear contemporized on Gavin Jott with his fucking golden handcuffs on fucking Broadway. I can sing and I can fucking dance. Fucking, I'm Hamiltonian. what's a terror. I can fucking sing, I can fucking play, I can fish, I can sit on my fucking boats, fucking by that crystal blue Italian fucking stream. He loved his plow. He loved his air-conditioned tractor that pulled his fucking plow. He loves his GMO fucking feed him fucking Roundup mega dairy fucking 4 times a day fucking cow. Prince called it his red, white, and blue fucking poem, which is a fucking masterpiece. Chain of fools. Chain, chain, chain. You're mystified, you're puzzled, you're fucking baffled, you're fucking something's gonna kill you. Don't you get it? Fuck, this is the great equalizer. It's called cancer. It doesn't matter how rich, how famous, black, white, up, fucking down, young, fucking old, fucking. Don't give a fuck. Chain, chain, chain. The American chain of fools. It capitulated in 1980. Fucking imagine that. Neo, anti-Neo, Yoko fucking Dada was fucking nude descending down staircase. Dead purple nude found in fucking elevator. Dead fucking Samo on fucking hot fucking August night's bench. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. I got none for you. I got none for you. Think the consequences. Think, you're killing yourselves, you're killing the planet, you're killing the unborn, the unhatched, the unfucking sprouted. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the... We're still there? What? Went off to Iraq to get Dick Cheney. But how nice is now they've invented boogeyman, fucking ISIS. The rockets fucking full of white fucking depleted uranium fucking red fucking glare. Oh, the drones flying over. Let's build a new drone factory here in Utah. Fucking bombs, they're bursting in fucking air. Gave proof through the fucking nights that the overconsumption for the 38th fucking straight fucking year and the death of the ocean and no one fucking cares. Oh, it's still fucking there. The fucking chain of fucking fools. The nuclear chain of fools. They're still mystified. They're still baffled. They're still puzzled. I got this pole. You got that line. I got the fucking line. You got the pole. Let's go down to the fucking fishing hole. Fishermen who can't fish. Skiers who can't ski. Surfers who can't surf. Fucking musicians who won't take fucking risk. Fucking artists who refuse to fucking be creative. Fucking who refuse to take on a fucking V-pause. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. That's what you all are. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. I got none. I do for her. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because you don't think of the fucking consequences. You don't fucking think because you're a chain of fucking fools. Them cancer victims, oh, they're fighting good to fucking night. Fucking sad fucking times. These scientists, after 7 years, the salmon collapse on record escapement. The ocean's fucking dead. 82 fucking degrees. Fucking the bubble over the fucking wasteland. When all we ever had to use was the sun. That's it. It was always fucking there. 1980. Fucking game over. Springsteen's on Gup and Jot now. Where's Obama? He's on Sir Branson's fucking fucking what's Fukushima? What's Chernobyl? What's Santa Susana? What's Rocky fucking Flats? What's St. George, Utah? What's a fucking downwinder? What's the Nevada test site? What's Mayak? Fucking, I won't stop there. What's the fucking mound in fucking St. Louis? Fucking Westlake? Fucking, what's Fermi in Detroit? Fucking, as the fucking white phosphorus rockets fucking red fucking dump white phosphorus glare. As the fucking droning fucking all over the world bombs fucking bursting in fucking air. Fires burning, re-fucking raging, the fucking Fukushima fucking nightmare, and scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled. How can that possibly be? They all have the golden handcuffs? Not all of them. I can't perceive that fucking hundreds of thousands, every last verbatim fucking one of them has the golden handcuff. They really that lazy? No, I'm willing to do the field work. I did the field work. Full of cancer. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. It's new. It's a fucking plasma. It's a fucking vapor. It's a fucking gas. That's what the sun is. Bringing star power to Earth. Is that what killed her? Oh yeah. You don't just get fucking some fucking cancer in 2 months and be fucking dead. That's not natural. I mean, natural, when you're 95 or 98 or 102, you naturally, it takes a process to that. A couple years, you know what's happening. You don't just get sick 2 months at 76 years old, die at 66 or 56, fucking, boom. I won't stop there. I'm telling you, you think about culture. I can't believe people can't think about fucking culture in this country. Why can you not think about it in the 60s and 70s? Class, I'll say what I say in my class. When I used to teach at the MBA program before they blackballed me. Oh, and you're welcome on the fucking G short. I'll say this. Name me the most socialized fucking strongest middle class in fucking human history. Along the Silk Road, first, second century, Norway 30 years ago. Nope. United States of America, 1945 to 1979. Nude descending down staircase. Dead purple nude found in fucking elevator. Fucking chain, chain, chain. Chain. You scientists, I got, well, fuck, respect. You should be fucking lined up. Sad times. We're all gonna go through it now. Cancer for all. You're on the winning team.